सच में खेती में आपने जिस तरीके से नए नए आयाम बताए, नए नए रास्ते बताए, मुझे लगता है कि जितने लोगों ने सुना होगा उन्हें ज़रूर एक नया मार्ग ज़रूर मिला होगा कि किस तरीके से वो अपनी खेती में नए रास्ते अपनाकर बेहतरी ला सकते हैं। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सेठपाल जी। और अब मैं रुक करती हूँ उनका जो वर्चुअल माध्यम से सुबह से हमारे साथ जुड़ी हैं और सबकी बात सुन रही हैं। मैं जिक्र कर रही हूँ पद्मश्री डॉक्टर लता अनिल चंद्र देसाई जी का। आपको इनके बारे में बताना चाहूँगी, गुजरात से ये हमारे साथ जुड़ी हैं, लेकिन जो ये एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन चलाती हैं वो है सेवा। और सच मानिए 1980 से ये सिर्फ सेवा ही कर रही हैं। आज तक 23 लाख मरीजों को इन्होंने इलाज के लिए भिजवाया, अच्छा इलाज करवाया, जिसमें 70% लोगों को मुफ्त इलाज मिला। चाहे वो लो इनकम हाउस होल्ड से आने वाले बच्चे हों या फिर कुछ ऐसे लोग जो अपनी ज़िंदगी में बेहतरी चाहते हैं, डॉक्टर लता हमेशा इनके आगे रही। President of Sharda Mahila Vikas Society and a founding trustee of SEWA Rural, Dr. Lata Anil Chandra Desai, she and her husband, Dr. Anil Desai, and the SEWA Rural team have dedicated their lives since 1980 to the holistic, integrated well-being of tribal communities in Gujarat in the field of health, women's empowerment, education, and poverty. They were inspired by the lives of Mahatma Gandhi and Swami Vivekananda. Her life's mission statement is the salvation of the individual self and welfare for all. First of all, heartily welcome you, ma'am. आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। इतने वर्षों से आप समाज कल्याण के इस कार्य में लगातार निरंतर लगी हुई हैं। आपसे मैं यही जानना चाहूँगी कि गांव एवं जनजाति समाज के उत्थान के कार्य को जो आपने चुना, इसमें कितनी चुनौतियों का आपने सामना किया और कैसा रहा ये पूरा सफ़र? आपके इस सफ़र की कहानी आप ही की ज़ुबानी।
Respected friends, Namaskar to all of you. Today, I feel proud of myself for getting this opportunity to share our experiences of rural tribal area with the honorary members of parliament. But I don't see them. They are here, they are listening.
Everyone is listening to you, ma'am. Everyone is listening to you. Everyone can see you. We all can see you and we all are listening to you.
Because you will agree with me that if you see the response from the audience, you know where to stop and where to expand. Anyway, sorry for the comment. Now, दग्नेता की पथ पर हम more than 4 decades चल रहे हैं, more than 4 decades. Many of us dream about many things when we are children, but very few of them can realize their dream. Their dream came to realize, few of them, by grace of God. So I feel we are on the धन्यता की पथ की ओर बढ़ रहे हैं. And this is not the story about myself only, but it is about 6 to 8 of us, like Dilip Desai, Dr. Haresh Shah, Pratima Desai, Dinkar, by the way, 6 or 8 of us who dreamt to serve the most deprived one in the society. Now, when we were young, when we were studying in the school and colleges, we felt we were pain to see in the school as well as the community the injustice, exploitation, and deprivation of poor, illiterate people by so called haves who have some status in the society, maybe the big landlord or rich people or a politician or anything. And then I decided to become the doctor. But I don't think that only doctor can do the service. As we see, there are so many very presentation from different topic. I was born in a Gandhian family and inspired by the life and teaching of Mahatma Gandhi, we decided to work in rural area. Now let me say something about our evolution. Now before completing MBBS degree, we responded to the call of the nation. The, we were doing internship, and internship is a very relaxing period after working hard for 5 years in medical school. So we were in the train tour of Saurashtra, and हम लोग सब गप्पाबाजी कर रहे थे, and suddenly all the light went off. चारे और अंधेरा ही अंधेरा. Then we realized that Pakistan army had attacked us. And next day in the newspaper, we read that they require the services of the doctor. And 4 or 5 of us joined the army. There I met a man whom I got married, having similar ideology, but he was the devotee of Sri Ramakrishna, Ma Sharda, and Swami Vivekananda. Now, this message of Swamiji that all of us, everybody is potentially divine. The goal is to manifest this divinity by controlling the nature externally and internally. Internally, by imbibing the values, and externally, by equipping ourselves with education and experience. So we completed, but we have to prepare ourselves. The dreams were there, feelings for the people were there, but that is not enough. One has to prepare oneself. So we completed our postgraduate degree in India. Then we were coming from the lower middle class, and we did not have any support of rich people. And nobody, as you agree, nobody gives donation unless you prove worth of your work. So we decided to go to US to earn some money for our future work. But there also, in America also, don't our dreams and our dedication don't die out. So we used to do daily prayers and reading to strengthen our strength, and we visited many organizations also of Gujarat and Maharashtra, and we learned from their successes, not only successes but failure as well. And after that we came back from the United States and started SEWA Rural in 1980 in a tribal area of Gujarat. Now, where to start? So, before starting this work in tribal area of Jagadia, we visited Panchmahal, Bharuch, backward classes, backward area, and there one society decided to hand over their maternity home if we come back and take up their work. So our goal was not only maternity home, but it was integrated development of poor tribal people. Though we started with the hospital, because most of us who were going to stay in the Jagadia were doctors. That is the know-how we had. So we started the hospital, and then depending upon getting the committed, capable, and those who are going to stay with us for a long time, we started other activities, village level worker, our I program, vocational training, etc. Our effort is to provide the most advanced care to the most impoverished people. Now there are three guiding principles in our work. One is, of course, providing the social services to the poor people, but the other two is very important. Scientific approach. We don't give them third class services to the poor people. In our hospital, we do microscopic surgery, laparoscopy, we have sonography and so many other equipment. And the third one is spiritual outlook. Sometimes the scientific people work down in the work, and we try to keep the balance of all these three. Now, what is our mission? Our mission is to do value based work, and focus is last man in the society. And the third is also important, that is self development of people who are serving the poor people. Their self development is also important. Now these are the impact. At 25 lakhs patients are treated. I won't go into this figure because that is not important. Now I think that values are more important than these figures. So I will narrate some of the few values. First one is equality. That is Atmavat Sarva Bhuteshu. There is God in everybody. And because of our this approach, we suffered in the beginning. One so-called have landlord started a big hospital in front of us, but it died out after a few years. Then our second value is relying and harvesting upon inherent goodness everyone has within, and this is honesty, truthfulness, non-violence, and then this is important, constructive approach. We don't confront with each and everybody for everything, but whenever there is a need, we do confrontation also. Like one young school girl was gang raped by seven youngster, and we confront them, and now all of them are in jail. This is provide service without any discrimination, and we believe that अभी हम कार्य क्षेत्र में पढ़ेंगे तो ईश्वर जरूर मदद करेगा. God help those who help others. Other values is transparency and accountability. Every year we publish our report about our work, our success or failure, and so. Then the team building is very important. Then third one is pragmatic approach. Also, so many youngsters join us. So for their happiness, for their involvement, we organize Sanskriting program, dance, tribal dance, then natak, then sports, then tour, so that they can be happy and they like to involve in our work. Another thing is truthfulness and honesty. Now, when we work with the government, we will be happy to see that government of Gujarat has handed over one PSC to us, and that was the one primary health center from whole country. So we have to submit the data, and we were honest. So initially, our data shows that our targets are below, quite below. And in our national state level meeting also, our initial status shows that our infant mortality rate, maternal mortality rate very high compared to what they publish in the paper. So we had to face some remark, insulting remark from them. And there is the donation. We don't accept any donation without giving receipt. No number two money. We don't give money to do our work in hurry, fast, and we don't take money for the employment of the people. Now this is another important value. That is a political approach. We don't identify ourselves with party politics. But I would say that there are many politicians who came alone in their car. They discuss our work, what are our difficulties, and they help us a lot. So I don't see that all politicians are like that, but we don't identify because we have seen there are a couple of organizations working very hard, but they identify with the party politics. And after the party changed, they had problem. Now we give stage to the spiritual person and social worker. Now in team building, we share all the rewards. This is the Bajaj reward, Bajaj award we are getting. And usually what happens? The person who is in charge of the program, they go and receive the awards. But in our organization, these awards are accepted by nurses and official clerk. We share rewards, we share responsibility, sharing authority and decision making. So they own the program. Our focus is on youth and women for well-known reason. Now in youth, you will be happy to see that when we started our work, the mean age of our staff was less than 25 years. And now also more and more number of young people are joining and sometimes we have to tell them no vacancy, no vacancy. So how we motivate them? We give them exposure to the work and they are quite intelligent. They do self-learning provided, of course, we have to provide them guidance and support and they identify what are the problem and intelligent enough to identify the solution also and we give them liberty to make some mistake and that's how raise their self-esteem and self-confidence by self-learning and we give them importance also how we make them visible on various medias like newspaper, TV, etc. Now, women, as you must agree that women are the important change maker in family and society. So when we started, we had four couples, husband wife. If both are involved in the work, then work goes on very smoothly. So when we started, we were 40%. Now 60% of our staff are women. Now, another important thing is this. Various sections of society. As we know, different sectors of society have their strength and some weaknesses also. We try to complement the weakness of the one sector with the strength of another one. From our experience, this collaboration helped us a lot in our activity. I won't go into detail in this slide, but we achieved many things. So far, we have received more than 35 awards. In 1985, in our initial years, we got award from World Health Organization by doing outstanding community health project in 85, and then MacArthur Foundation, Public Health Champion, and many more awards, and more number of research papers about health impact are published in national and international journal. Now, this is very important. 6 couples as well as few others, after working with us for few years, they have started their own organization in deprived people. And our work have been widely documented in media, including India Today, Reader Digest, etc., and inspired young people who have dedicated their life for nation. Now, this is the achievement. Another, this public health champion. One of our colleague, two of our colleague developed mobile application to reduce the death of women, children, and newborn. And you will be happy to know that at that time, our chief minister, now the Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, has realized that this mobile application is workable. The illiterate people in the villages can use this mobile phone, and rather than carrying 6 to 8 journals, but with small mobile application, they identify the people, they get education also, and they provide services also. And most recently, this application is being in the process to replicate all over the UP government, all over the UP. Now, these are the women. We are certified by International Organization for Great Place to Work. You can see the women from all our organization. Now, what lessons are learned? That we have to careful in choosing our life partner having similar ideology. One has to start from micro level to macro level. We also made some mistake, started a big project, failure, and now we learn that we should start from micro to macro level, and we have to be pragmatic. Now, talking about young people, the young people they like, so we have Sanskritic program, then sports, then tour. So they enjoy their work as well as they get enjoyment also in work and in their lifestyle also. But it requires a lot of patience and perseverance. We learn that most of the social work has to pass through 3 stages. In the beginning, opposition, second stage, indifference, and third one is acceptance. Now, I think we are in the last phase, and we discuss each other that we have to be very careful not to walk down with admiration. We require to motivate the leaders, whether it is a community leaders, senior government officers, or politician. What they can do? They can identify, encourage, and provide support to those people who are working for this noble cause. Another stage is there are many changes. The madam was asking. One challenge was to get qualified manpower and to make them sustain in the work. So this is the challenge, and we are trying to motivate teachers, elders, and parents to encourage their children. If not, at least not to put hindrances. And there are increasing government stringent rules and regulation. That is also a challenge. Now, this is the last thing we try to remember of Mahatma Gandhi. I know the path. It is straight but narrow. It is like the edge of a sword. I rejoice to walk on it. I weep when I sleep. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your kind words. It was a big journey, and we really learned from your journey, and you really inspired us all. Thank you so much.